So before we get started into the review, I just want to give you guys a big thank you and just a big shout out for all the support over the year. If you don't know, in August we hit 1 year of doing reviews on the channel. I really wasn't able to celebrate it too much and talk about it too much just because I had a lot of things going on IRL. So I'm trying to, just get my life together. So that's why I kind of been kind of MIA a little bit on the channel. But we're slowly getting back to normal. But I just want to give you guys just a big thank you for all the support because I've been doing YouTube for a very long time now. And just out of everything that I ever made videos on, covering and talking about, this community has been the most forgiving, the most fun community that I've been in, and the most I've grown and just learned, and just opportunities come around. Made a lot of new connections, made a lot of new friends, and also learned a lot of new things about something that I spent a lot of time studying and want to get better at. So the channel is only going to get better from here. And just to celebrate, I will be doing a giveaway for this mouse that I'm reviewing right now. So if you want a chance to win the Beast X Nacho Customz collab, then definitely stay tuned. So follow me over on Twitter, or X as they call it now, at Kill Widget. That's where I will be posting the details for the giveaway. And also, if you haven't subbed already and you're not sure if you are subscribed and you've been watching the videos, definitely subscribe, turn on notifications, because we've been growing so much and so many new faces have been here. But people just not subbing, like 90% of y'all are not subs. So definitely sub if you haven't, and just continue supporting the channel. And I thank you so much. But without further ado, let's jump right into the review.
There's no way this thing is gonna stay stuck. We need
So in today's video, we will be talking about the Beast X. This is the Nacho Customz collab, and as you can see, a very beautiful mouse. I've been having a lot of fun using this mouse. This is a mouse that has been in my constant rotation. Definitely one of my favorite fingertip mice that I have used. Now, the Beast X is a mouse that has been out for a while now. A lot of different versions have come out. They actually have the Beast X Max, the Beast X Mini now, and the Sword. I think the Sword X or whatever it's called, that Ergo mouse. So since the release of this mouse, they have been just on it, just releasing things, just handling success very well. And then naturally, in a lot of ways, whether if WLMOUSE was trying to or not, they shitted on finalmouse, anything finalmouse got going on. This is a shape that finalmouse uses. It's slightly tweaked, and it's a lot of other variants of this shape on the market. But I feel like WLMOUSE actually did a really good job with their version of it. They get a lot of things right, and even to me, this shape feels a lot more natural in hand than even the ULX or even the 10s when I had a 10s, or the Last Legend, whatever it's called. But this is a very fun shape, and I usually don't like too many center home focused shapes. I'm more of a back home kind of person, but this mouse definitely is really fun. The type of grip that I use with this mouse, I typically go for more of a fingertip grip when I'm holding this mouse. This mouse is really good for most grips, so if you want to play like more of a relaxed claw, relaxed fingertip, you can. You want to play more of an aggressive claw where you can really have a lot of that hump in your hand, then you can do that as well. I feel like the Beast X is like the best like medium sized mouse out of the lineup, or out of these type of shapes. I feel like just the medium size is just perfect. Like, it's small enough to where you can fingertip with it, and it's still big enough to where you can claw grip with it and just be a little bit more comfortable. I feel like if you have bigger hands or like medium sized hands, that you would definitely want to gravitate towards the Beast X over options like the Beast X Mini. The Beast X Mini is just a very small mouse. Like, the Beast X Mini is so small. Like, this is the mini version of the X2, and this is 116 in length, and the Beast X Mini, I think, is even smaller than this. And this mouse doesn't even feel that small in hand because it's so wide. But it's just the fact that it's literally like a tiny mouse. So I don't recommend buying a Beast X Mini unless you just have really abnormally small hands. Then get that mouse. Or if you just love fingertip, then get that mouse. But I would say your best option, best go-to option from the WL mouse lineup is the Beast X, or the Beast X Max if you are more of a palm grip type of person. How does this mouse feel build quality wise? I would definitely say that build quality wise, this damn mouse is near perfect. I haven't had any issues like creaking. Like, I'm squeezing this mouse very hard right now. No creaking. If it is, it's very little, but it's no creaking. The scroll wheel isn't doing anything weird like being off-centered or something like that, or isn't actuating properly. Scroll wheel feels very nice to click to, like very smooth, very light, and just very defined in the steps. And then even outside of that, the clicks feel exceptional. These are some of the best feeling clicks I've used. Like, so far, out of all the mice I've used, like, I would definitely say the Armor Opticals, is like probably my favorite switch at this point because I have so many mice that has it in there. But even outside the Armor and Opticals, Sora V2, Beast X, and the Open One AK. Those are three mice where the switches in those mice feel top notch, amazing to me. I love the Armor Opticals in this mouse. I'm glad I opted to get the Armor Opticals. It feels very nice, very light, very crispy. Side buttons feel just as good, just as crispy. No wiggle play, no, weird pre-travel, post-travel. This feels very just feels how it's supposed to be. A1, you know what I'm saying? And then even outside of that, even with the cutouts, 'cause a lot of people's worried about the cutouts and the holes and things like that on this mouse. Even with those cutouts and those holes on these holes on this mouse still feels very good grip wise, and it doesn't really bother me too much. I have grips on the side just because I want to test out the grips, because it comes with so many accessories. Like it comes with all of these different skates, all of these different grips, all of these different things in it. So I wanted to test them out to see if that was actually pretty good. And they're not bad, but the size, the cutouts on the side really don't bother me that much. I actually kind of prefer using it without the grips just because it kind of feel like I get a little bit more extra grip or extra locked in feeling when using this mouse with those cutouts. It's like my thumb slides right in between the slot and I can just manipulate the mouse in a way that I normally couldn't with any other mouse. Now, in terms of performance, this mouse, literally next to the Open One AK, this has been the best performing mouse that I have used in game. Sora V2 is another mouse that performs really well, but it performs really well at 1K polling. So I really don't know how this mouse feels at a higher polling rate. But I will say that with the Beast X 8K, which is basically what this is, that the 8K polling feels very nice, even though I don't use it that often. I usually stay between 2K and 4K, but most times I use 2K. But the higher polling rates do feel nice. They do feel dialed in. They do feel very crispy. Just overall, when I'm using this mouse in game, I don't have any weird sensor skipping issues, kind of how I talked about with the XES. I don't have any weird issues like that at all. This mouse just, when I'm using it for tracking, especially for tracking, it just feels really good with tracking using this mouse. And just even in games like Valorant, crosshair placement and precision is a little bit more emphasized, a little bit more important. This has been one of my favorite mice to use. I just feel like I'm just able to just really really do what I want to do with the mouse when I'm using a mouse that performs as good. And I've been noticing that companies that use their own in-house software and just build it from the ground up using these 3950 sensors or these 3395 sensors that's capable of higher polling rates, I've just been noticing that they tend to have better performance than a lot of other companies do. A lot of companies use like generic software or like just the like different builds of like softwares and make them look slightly different. But they actually have their own web-based software and their own software you can install, and with full range of customizable options. And I can just tell that companies that spend time actually building it from the ground up, they just have better performance with their mice. So hopefully a lot of companies that are getting these newer sensors and things like that, these more top of the line specs in their mice, hopefully that they slowly start gravitating towards doing that too as well. I know Pulsar is doing that, and I know In-Game Gear does it. I think In-Game Gear by far has the best software, and probably not even probably, they have the best performance on the market right now. So yeah. So overall, to me, I do feel like that the Beast X is probably, if like I said, this mouse can be used for pretty much any grip style, you know what I'm saying? But for me, primarily, like I said, I use it for fingertip. I feel like honestly, the Beast X is probably the best fingertip mouse on the market right now. And I only say that because of the customizable options and just the pure, just the raw performance of the mouse. It outperforms a lot of different shapes on the market and just does a lot of things right compared to a lot of shapes. And like, even with a shape like the X2, the X2 Mini is like, has always been my favorite fingertip shape for the most part. And I feel like these two shapes are like the best shapes on the market right now for fingertip, or if you like play like any sort of fingertip or something of that nature, then definitely give these two shapes a try. The Beast X, you probably will like it a little bit more just because it has better specs at the moment than the X2 Mini until Pulsar drops their 3950 sensors and things like that. But by far, Beast X is just a really fun mouse to use, and definitely feel like that this will appeal to a lot of people, which it has, because a lot of people have been buying this mouse. Definitely will say that this is one of those things where if you are a company that's looking at this review, or you're a company looking to put out a product or looking to put out a mouse, definitely, if you follow the blueprint that WL Mouse laid, this is how you do it. The Beast X is a great example of taking something that isn't new, but giving it a refresh, making it feel new, and just adding some love and a little bit of flavor to it. This is what can happen. You can put out a product that is amazing. They have different collabs, Fantastic Beasts, Nacho Customz, boardzy, different colorways, customizable options, plenty of accessories, even give you a carrying case that is high quality, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of different options, you know, and they really make the person that's buying this mouse feel like they're getting something that's worth spending the money. I spent $150 on this mouse and I don't regret it. And I definitely feel like if you are a person that's in the market and you're looking at buying either a final mouse or this mouse or other similar shapes, like how I talked about with the XES, what's the point in buying a mouse that is, you know, in a similar price point or more expensive, and it comes with a lot of QC issues, or it's cost a lot shipping wise, when you could get this mouse and it does a lot of the same things you could be looking for, right? A lot of different options, customizable wise, a lot of different things that you can do with this mouse, and I feel like it's definitely 100% worth the money. Definitely, if you want to save a little bit of money, use a creator code. I'm sure Fresh, I'm sure Boardsy, I'm sure our, you know, the top reviewers in the community have a code over there. So if you want, but this mouse for me personally is a near 10 out of 10 mouse. Like I said, the only things that I really have a problem with is just how the coating feel at times. The coating does feel a little slippery at times, but it really isn't to the point where it's really bothering me. And then the button placement, I just wish the button placement was just a little bit more back and it would be perfect. But other than that, this is a top tier mouse, a great fingertip mouse, a great claw grip mouse. Definitely would say that this is something in the future that if they drop updated versions, or even with their newer shapes like the Sword X and the Beast Max, you will be seeing reviews for those soon, because I definitely want to see more of what WL Mouse has, and definitely want to see how they progress as a company with the things that they're doing. For them to be a new company and having such a great start goes to show that you know, these companies, if they would, they could. You know what I'm saying? If they want to, they would do it. You feel me? So don't let these companies make you buy something that's overly expensive and it's some bullshit, and you know they can put out a lot more effort, because WL Mouse is an example of a company that's putting out maximum effort in something that they're doing. So with that being said, you know, this has been your boy Widget. I've been talking a lot. Like I said, man, sub to the channel if you haven't, and follow me over on Twitter too for that giveaway for this mouse. I will include all the original accessories and everything like that, and probably some little extra goodies in there too. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? Thank you again for the love, and I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.